Hey everybody, it's Dan, your friendly fishmonger from dansfish.com, and today I want to give you a little tour, not the entire fish room, but just show you the new fish that are all released today for sale. Today is Friday, so a bunch of new fish that have been through quarantine and are ready to go. So let me show them to you. We're going to start over there, but first I got to turn these lights off. It's going to get a little dark in here. I've turned off the lights, let me get one more, that are not necessary in the hope that we'll get less glare as I show you these. So these are the first ones. These are Apistogramma panduro, and a nice group of them. They're doing fantastic. No, I won't be able to sex them for you. They just aren't colored quite well enough for me to do that with confidence. And the last thing I want to do is sell someone a quote-unquote pair of these and then have them have the wrong sex so they can't breed or whatever. So if you're planning on breeding, then I would suggest getting a group of 6 or so that when they do color out fully, you'll be able to, probably end up with a few pairs. These have been rock solid, super healthy, doing great, eating well. Yeah, I'm really thrilled with this batch. They're just doing so good. Oh man, I think I see a little female over there. Yeah. But again, I'm not ready to sex them yet because they're still not quite colored in enough that I can do that with confidence. Okay, the next. Here are the blue tetras. Kochu, I believe, is what they are, the Kochu tetra. And it's probably, this always happens with these super iridescent fish, that the color probably isn't going to come through on camera here right now, but basically they look like a sky blue tetra. They have a ton of sky blue on them, a lot of iridescent blue. So imagine like a silver-tip tetra, but instead of kind of the orangish body, the entire body is basically an iridescent sky blue. That's what these look like. Really nice fish. Over here, so I am gonna start listing these. Let's see if I can get enough light to show these to you. It's pretty dim in here. There they are. So these are the F1 Apistogramma cockatoides that I raised from wild parents. They're small still, they haven't sexed out by any means. We're looking at, fry basically, but of size that they can ship. So somewhere around a little over 1/4 of an inch to the biggest ones a little over 1/2 an inch. But they are F1 from wild stock, and I've got about a dozen of them that I will list for sale, that are listed for sale here. So, neat little Apisto. Here are more of the Panduros. Oh, there were 2 displaying right there. Did we get them? Hang on, let me move some. Yeah, here we go. Come on, keep going. Ignore the camera. Hoping they'll display again, but I think I disrupted them. But anyway, I divided them into 2 tanks just because if one tank did poorly, I wanted to have another one ready to go. But both tanks are doing really well. So, I guess I didn't have to worry about that too much. Alright. Moving on. Chocolate gouramis are next. Nope, I lied. Pseudomugil ivanstaffi are next. Ivanstaffi, it's hard to say. But a great looking little blue eye. I have males for sure. I have some in there that I'm pretty darn sure are females. So I'm fairly confident I have both sexes. If you want just color, don't specify sexes. If you want to breed, let me know and I'll send you a mixed bag. Really pretty fish. I'm just so glad to finally have these. These are fish I saw years ago and have wanted and can get, but was waiting for the right batch at the right size at the right price, and that finally happened. Oh, look at the yellow on them. They're just really cool fish. Now, chocolate gouramis. Got another great batch of these in. Oh, here they are. Hopefully you can see them. This tank is fairly dimly lit because the entire surface of it is covered in water sprite. But there they are. They've been doing fantastic. I love this fish. These are one of my favorites, and they're actually really hardy once they go through quarantine. Before they go through quarantine, they are not. They really do need to go through a process before they're hardy, but once they're through, in general, they've been rock solid. I did have one batch a little while ago that did not ship well. I had 2 shipments from that batch that there were some losses in, but every other batch I've ever had has been great, and I think this batch is going to be great too because it's been pretty rock solid from the get-go. Anyway, chocolate gouramis, awesome fish. All right, we're getting close to done, but I've got a couple more to show you. Here are the Mbuna that came in. They're just always right up at the front of the glass, these guys. Yeah, let's get far away so maybe let's see them. They came in listed as Johannii. Not sure if they're that for sure. I'm suspecting that they might be the old Mangano species, because I don't see any females in here at all as far as any fish that are orange or yellow colored. So I don't think that they're actually Johannii, but I don't know for sure. All I know is they came listed as Johannii, and this is what they are, and they're going to be sold at a very reasonable price. Because I'm not really set up for Mbuna, and so I want to move them before they grow much larger and I start having issues, because I'm just not set up to handle them. They are about, I'm going to say about 2 inches, give or take a bit. The smallest ones are maybe a little under, and the biggest ones maybe a little over 2 inches. But rock solid, haven't lost any, which is kind of what you expect from Mbuna. Last ones, these. So here's some Apistos. We're still working on an identification for them. They were invoiced to me as Agassizii double red. Obviously they're not. Just from the tail shape alone we can tell that they're not an Agassizii. So I put them out to a bunch of Apisto nerds to say, hey, what do you think these are? And the consensus came back, hey, these are Borellii, which I thought too. They look like Borellii to me. So yesterday I made a video on them and called them Borellii and talked all about Borellii. But then a true Apisto expert, a guy that writes articles on apistogramma identification and is respected throughout the hobby, and I talked, and he said, no, those actually look like they're from the McMasterei complex and are probably Hongsloi, or Hongsloi, however you say that. So I'm working with him right now, sending stuff back and forth to try to figure out exactly what they are, and so that's kind of the journey that we took trying to identify these fish. Whatever they are, they're beautiful, they're hardy, they've been rock solid from the beginning. So there you have it. Those are the species that are that were just listed for sale today. I'm gonna I don't have much light here. Here, I'm gonna do the outro right here with a bunch of shipping boxes behind me because the lights are off in most of the fish room. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, folks. And if you like this stuff, if you consider subscribing, liking, sharing, hitting notification bells, all that schmazz. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we do a live stream here. You're welcome to join us. And until next time, hope you have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to mention, they're all these fish are available at dansfish.com, in case that wasn't clear from the intro. All right, now, until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.